Imagine this. A group of over 100 people, including women and children, disappears without a trace. No bodies, no clues, nothing. And this was in 1587, right off the coast of North America. What happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? You've heard the stories, but here's the truth most people ignore. The story of Roanoke is one of the most chilling mysteries in American history. In 1587, a group of English settlers landed on a small island in what's now North Carolina, and just 3 years later, when a rescue party returned, they were gone. Not a single soul remained. All that was left were cryptic signs, words carved into trees, a mysterious fort abandoned, and a single word, Croatoan. But what happened to them? Were they killed by the local Native Americans? Did they starve to death? Or was something more sinister at play? Today, we'll dive into the mystery of Roanoke and explore the theories that have kept people guessing for over 400 years. The problem with the Roanoke colony is simple. There's almost no evidence. No one truly knows what happened, and all we have are a few scattered clues that can be interpreted in many different ways. The disappearance happened so long ago, and with so few records, it's easy to understand why people are still trying to figure it out. Was it a failed colony due to poor planning and resources? Was it a tragic accident? Or was it something darker? This is where things get complicated. Historians, archaeologists, and conspiracy theorists alike have all weighed in on the case, but the real answer continues to elude us. To make matters worse, some of the most promising clues seem to contradict one another. So, let's take a look at what we do know, and then explore some of the most compelling theories about the fate of the lost colony. The Roanoke colony was not the first English settlement in the Americas, but it was one of the most ambitious. It all started in 1584, when Sir Walter Raleigh received a charter from Queen Elizabeth I to establish a colony in the New World. Raleigh sent 2 expeditions to scout potential locations, and by 1585, they had chosen a site along the coast of what is now North Carolina. The settlement they built was called Roanoke Island. Despite all the theories, the truth remains unclear. In recent years, archaeologists and historians have continued to search for evidence on Roanoke Island and beyond, trying to uncover more clues. Excavations have uncovered artifacts, including pottery and tools, that suggest a connection between the lost settlers and nearby Native American tribes. But nothing definitive has been found to explain what really happened to them. There's no shortage of theories, but the one thing that stands out is how nothing really adds up perfectly. There's no one answer that can fully explain the mystery, and that's what makes the story of the lost colony of Roanoke so enduring. We may never know exactly what happened, but the search for answers continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and curious minds around the world. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony is one of the most haunting mysteries in history. The settlers' sudden vanishing left more questions than answers, and despite centuries of investigation, we're no closer to uncovering the truth. Whether they were killed by the Native Americans, assimilated into local tribes, or wiped out by disease or disaster, the fate of the lost colony remains a puzzle with no clear solution. But one thing is certain: the mystery of Roanoke continues to intrigue, and it reminds us how little we truly know about our past. Every clue, every theory brings us one step closer to the truth. But for now, the lost colony of Roanoke remains lost.